right, let us get to it. So, Sadie Sink, girlfriend, villain, does she even exist? Okay, so let's start off with reality. This is real. This is confirmed, double, triple confirmed. She has been spotted on the set of Spider Man. We're not really seeing very much. She's just in a big coat with boots. Like, I think Sadie Sink is very attractive. So, there we go. She still has a very pretty face. No real clue what that means. I mean, we just are clueless as to what she's playing. However, there is allegedly another photo that I cannot verify. I mean, it looks real enough, but the problem is with AI all over the place, it's really hard to confirm. This one, I don't think we know for sure it is real, but I mean, it could be. It could be someone got lucky. And it's her in a kind of Spider Woman outfit. So fans are already speculating that she's Gwen Stacy. However, some people are being a little bit more bright, and I think this is more plausible. And again, we just don't know. We are speculating. This is speculative, but it might constitute a minor spoiler for Spider-Man. Although I think when they have to do the trailer, they're gonna have to give some stuff. So the idea here is either she's Mayday Parker, right? In other words, she's a version of Spider-Man, and most likely she's the Spider-Man, quote, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman of her universe. In other words, that universe has Spider-Man as her, right? So she's playing Spider-Man in that universe. She gets pulled into this universe and has to team up with our Spider-Man to fight whatever, the Hulk with the Punisher. And there's hinted that there's another female villain. Because I'm wondering, like, why would they fight the Hulk, right? Especially now that he's intelligent. I would assume female villain is going to drive the Hulk crazy, manipulate the Hulk, so they have to take down, and the female villain is there attached. And a lot of people were speculating that Sadie was going to be the female villain, but we really don't know. We really don't. I mean, it could also be a twist that Spider-Man pulls her into the main universe, our universe, as a Spider Woman, and she accidentally becomes the villain. And there's another theory that they're setting this up for Doomsday, right? I don't think that's true because there's really no major thing with Tom Holland. I mean, they've already got like the X-Men, the Thunderbolts. They have so many people. I'm sure we're going to get like a Tobey Maguire cameo. I'm sure that's going to happen. However, calm down. Tom Holland is too expensive, right? I mean, it cost a bundle to get him in Infinity War and Endgame. He wasn't there that long, but he was critical to the story. So I don't know. It could be a lot of things. It could be a lot of things. It could be they're setting her up for a Spider Woman, Spider Man role, even Madame Web. We don't know. I mean, I'm a little skeptical because did they know Madame Web was going to crash and burn so early? They're like, okay, this thing is going to be total trash, but we still want to do Spider Woman. It could be they knew Madame Web was going to fail. So it's like, yeah, we still want to do a Spider Woman. So let's just queue her up. They'll tie her to Doomsday, and then she'll do her own film. Totally possible. Again, there's just so many possibilities. I mean, right? The director of Spider-Man was supposed to be doing Avengers, but that back then that was the Kang Dynasty, the Kang something or other. So these things just keep changing and shifting and going back and forth, back and forth. And again, we do know that the MCU, even at the last minute, changes everything. So my guesswork would be Sadie Sink will play a hero. Will she be a girlfriend or a Spider Man, Spider Woman? Don't know. But I don't think it will be a girlfriend because Zendaya's still out there. I mean, granted, she's doing Dune Part 3, so she'll probably do only a cameo. But I just don't know if they're going to have the time, right? Because he's going to have to partner with the Punisher, and I guess he's just going to put aside his no kill rule. Again, there you go. I was like, you're the Punisher, you kill people. Yeah? Oh, okay. And then deal with the Hulk, and then we have a possible female villain, and then we have her who could be possibly a Spider Woman girl, Spider Teen, even genetically related. That's just a lot of story. That's a lot of story to go through. Now, granted, they did pull this trick, which was a little bit, uneven with Doc Ock, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. So yeah, you could do it by making a big film, but I'm guessing this time around, they're probably just going to make it like, what, 2 hours, 10 minutes, 2 hours, 15 minutes to sort of plug new things. But they just would make more money because they would be able to have more slots in the theaters. Right. And again, if this is just setting up things, then you don't really need like 3 hours. However, depends on the role. Depends if this is the last time we're going to see Tom Holland as Spider-Man. They're going to kill him off. She's going to take over. There's so many possibilities. It's hard to know where to begin. And we really can't even trust what actors say because, again, Andrew Garfield was denying, right? The whole year is like, are you going to be? Oh, no, I'm a wolf. I'm a werewolf. No, right? Ewan McGregor had to lie about the Obi-Wan series. So, if the actors tell us, oh, no, no, there's no connection to Doomsday. It's after Doomsday. We know they're probably lying to us. I mean, we just cannot go with what they're saying because they're being paid to lie. So we're just stuck. I think good faith, this may be after Doomsday, but again, with editing and when they try to do the trailer, like, you know what? We'll connect it to Doomsday, right? Because I know with the Multiverse of Madness, they basically switched that and Spider-Man. Like Multiverse of Madness was supposed to come out first, then Spider-Man, but things got delayed. They had to switch the dates, and then they changed everything, right? So apparently, America Chavez was supposed to be in Spider-Man and resolve the whole portal thing. Like, well, how are you getting all these Spider-Men into your universe? America Chavez. But then they dropped that and had her for Multiverse of Madness. So there's a lot of ways you can swing this. And given that it's the Hulk and Punisher, point would be, is this going to sell tickets? So I think it's going to sell a whole lot of tickets because they're doing a lot of live action, practical effects, and we haven't seen Spider-Man in a while. So it's going to work. So the Mayday Parker theory is probably the strongest, but again, they often don't do the smart thing. They will just do the most crazy, moronic thing. And it's like, all right, well, did it make money or not? I think it will. So they've got a little, whatever, elbow room, especially with Kang being gone. Because now they're going to retcon that too, probably. So, it's a little bit all over the place. Okay, and just to finish off, yes, Snoop Dogg celebrating his birthday. I am stunned how, well, I don't want to say super old, but, just growing up, you always wonder, like, how old is he? I mean, when I was growing up, Snoop was in his 20s. So I'm feeling really old. Like, I wouldn't say he's like 10 years younger than me, but I would say like, what, 9, 8 years younger? It's just insane. It's insane how time flies by. And he's aged pretty well. I mean, he still looks pretty good given his age. Now, will he look good in the next couple of years? Don't know, but, he's still able to walk, still seems to be in good health. Seems he'll be with us for a very long time. But it is only just yesterday that what he did his first album, right? Doggy Style, and then did Godfather, Dogfather, whatever that was, and was doing videos with Tupac Shakur. And now, all years later, Tupac died, got killed. He's still around, apparently now controlling Death Row Records. Yes, he's the CEO and executive of Death Row Records. I would never have predicted that. I think, oh, you're just going to stay away, get away from Suge, right? Get off Death Row, do other things. But now it's like, I need my Death Row. I own the Death Row. And he's got a lot of interesting stories now that he is full control of Death Row Records. I mean, it's full circle in a way, but it is truly strange. So, an aging icon, but still pumping out those hits. So, happy birthday, Snoop. Thanks for listening.